Welcome back, and in this video we will talk about how to manage references in MSCA proposal. Sometimes we are not sure how many references we should add and what style to follow, and where we should place the references, and what should be the font size. So in this video I will talk about what is the best way to add references in MSCA proposal so they don't occupy too much space and they also look nice. So the first thing is how many references are enough. So honestly, there is no limit. You can add as many references as you want, but we don't want to add too many references like they occupy a lot of space. So we have limited space, especially references go to the excellence section, and we have five and a half pages for excellence section. So I would not recommend adding too many references. Only few genuine references that you think are critical to some part of your proposal, like introduction or state of the art especially, you should add one or two references there. The methodology that you're following from other works, so that also you can add references. So these are the major sections in your excellence part that you can add references to. And another question is that do really reviewers read references? So we are not sure, but in my opinion, they don't normally go to check the references. They trust you as long as you don't claim something that is out of the box or something like too exaggerated, so they might go and check it. But you should write the references in a way that if somebody want to look at them, they can go online and see them. Like there should be enough information. So next thing is what style you should follow for the references. So there are no guideline, there is no instruction. You can follow any style you want. But mostly I think it depends on the field or discipline. For like material science or engineering field or physical sciences, I think we can write in very briefly and I would recommend to write in a brief way possible, like you can exclude authors list. You can use abbreviation for publication, journal, the journal title, like not the paper title. I would not recommend adding paper or publication title. And also what you should include really is the year, volume, and page number. So it could be easier to track online, but you don't need to write all of the detail like the paper title or all of the authors. Yeah, you can just add one or two authors if you want. And next thing is where we should place the references. So normally in proposals or in like scientific publication, we write at the end of the proposal. But for MSCA, because end of proposal is totally different, like implementation, so maybe it may not be the suitable place. And I have seen some people adding references within the text. I would not recommend this. This does not look good. Maybe easier to track. Again, I would say like reviewers really don't track or look into the references. So these are just precautionary measures that you should, but you should not give them in the middle of the text. The best place, in my opinion, is the footnote on each page, like where you are citing that number of reference. That reference should be at the bottom, like as a footnote. That would be the best way. And another question is what font size for the references you should use. It should be legible if you're using Time New Roman. I think 8 or 9 is legible and good, but if you're using Arial, 7 or 8 should be fine. And another thing is you can reduce the line spacing to 0 to save the space. So next I would show how I did it, like how I manage my references in MSCA proposal. So my field of research is material chemistry. It depends on your field how you should add, but more or less these instructions I think would be useful. I added my references as a footnote on each page. And the total references for my proposals were 18 with like total citation number of 6. So some citation number were having like multiple references in them. So for the authors list, I only added one author or sometime two when they were too critical or relevant to that field. So it again depends on you. You can even exclude the authors if your references are taking too much space. And I used Arial font 7 for my references. Maybe it looked too small for you guys, but I think it looked fine on my proposal. When I print it out, I can read it. And I reduced the line spacing to 0 to save more space. So this is one of the example from page 1 of my proposal. So how the references looked like. And you can see I added one author and then short abbreviation of that journal, its volume number, page number, and then its year. So in this way, I think it's easy to follow. If somebody want to look at this publication, they can just put in the Google and they can see it. So I think you can also do. So sometime I added two authors when they were like very relevant and they were famous in their field. So just to look nice. So I hope this video will help you to write your references and MSCA proposal in a better way. Hope to see you in another video. Thank you.